I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, 1 hour. Remember, whenever you have a rising channel and you get a break to the upside, this is very bullish. It stays bullish. It stays, Bitcoin can do things that you're not used to seeing unless it enters back into the pattern. Well, that hasn't happened yet. You've seen this bull flag forming. Bitcoin trying to work higher. You already have to know that in the back of your head, Bitcoin broke the 200 weekly simple moving average. I'm going to show you a chart on this. And Bitcoin is macro bullish as long as it holds a 200 SMA. This is the current price action where you're working sideways in this range. You had a nice pump, 5%, almost 6% pump overnight. And you work to this top resistance, to this resistance, right? The same resistance. We've been here multiple times. At some point, the price action will break. The advantage of a triangle or a falling wedge is you have an apex. So when the price action gets to a point, it's got to break out. Price action gets to a point, it's got to break out. You don't have that here, right? So this thing can go sideways for a period of time. Now, the important thing to understand with Bitcoin is you assume that the price action continues in the pattern, working from the top to the bottom, to the top to the bottom, to the top to the bottom, until it doesn't. Obviously, on a breakout to the downside, there's going to be a ton of buyers jumping in. On a breakout to the upside, you got 30,000, 31,500. You've got a lot of overhead resistance, and we're going to talk about things that have happened in previous bear markets that led to bull market rallies. On the weekly chart in just a second. On the Bitcoin daily chart, we said this ascending trend line. Bitcoin has to hold that. You want to go up only with some flags on the way up, and you need to hold the trend line because you've broken out of this rising channel. Bullish, very bullish, right? And you're above the 200 on simple moving average on the daily and on the weekly. But I want you to understand this. Bulls must hold this 200 to stay macro bullish, right? That's the bull market indicator. Now you got this strong resistance where you've seen all this buyers were stacked here, stacked here, stacked here, stacked here. Right here, this flipped bearish retest. So the previous floor became the ceiling and you got a huge move to the downside. You got downside break volume in this area with this volume and this as well, okay? So I always say, let volume be your guide. Right here, volume tells you when the market recognizes like, hey, this is major sell side value. They acknowledge this giant double top. You're in a situation where it's make or break for Bitcoin over time. Like this thing can sit here and go sideways for an extended period of time. Let's rewind. Let's go to 2018 bear market. You see this trend line right here where you have this huge dip, another dip, another dip, another dip, another dip. Okay, Bitcoin lost it. And then you had this giant ascending triangle, right? It broke out with a strong green candle, right? Similar to the strong green candle we had recently. And it worked higher. And when it got to this level, it shot right through it. Okay. And so notice how the 200 was called the bottom. Here on the panic situation, 200 called the bottom, right? And this key resistance level was regained pretty quickly on both occasions. So even though this is strong overhead resistance, we've seen 2 occasions where the market pushed quickly through this. However, if you pull Fibonacci retracement, I mean, you're now, if you pull Fibonacci retracement on this downside move, you've seen a bounce, and it right here at this $28,300 level, you've got the 0.236, right? So now the golden pocket is up here in the 45,000s, right? Where it would be completely normal to see a move up here over time. It doesn't mean we're going straight there. Like, this market is built on cycles. And a lot of times you see extended amounts of sideways action at some point, now, later, however it works out. Timing. When somebody asks me the word when in crypto, it's real easy with triangles, like we talked about. You've got an apex. When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? It's more like, when it happens, then do this, right? And so, again, when Bitcoin breaks this level, there's a ton of upside. And again, it could happen in a month or two. There's no idea on when it's going to happen. However, there's a ton of bullish signs right now in the market. But the bulls have to keep pushing through this strong resistance. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person started out with $800. I've got these learning videos you get access to when you join the group. Turn $800 watching the videos into $17,000. Kucoin gem pick bangers. This person, they turned $14,000 from January into $170,000. This person in the group, he's now up to $85,000, sitting at 85 G's. You got 85 G's and you're going into a bull cycle over the next year and a half. You're looking really good, right? You've got to make the money now in this market before we get the massive. I'm still looking at 4-year Bitcoin cycles. I think the biggest moves out of Bitcoin are going to come after the halving. We're not there yet, but you still get massive moves to the upside out of altcoins. You know, Bitcoin has already had a 40% move to the upside. So these altcoins will easily take off over potentially the next couple months. This person just joined the group a week ago, and he made 4,000 so far in the group in a week. The group pays for itself. It's a no-brainer. Right now, for 1 week, we're lowering the prices, rock bottom fees to join the group, $200 off, lowest price ever, plus 60% off. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. Listen, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. We nail the best setups because I've got the strongest team, work around the clock, answering questions, making sure everybody's updated. Our Bitcoin update channel just stays completely updated all around the clock. One of the biggest trading groups out there because we're so proficient at what we do, period. ES1 is freaking on fire. This market continues to move higher. Everybody's betting on a Fed pause next rate hike. Now, we don't have anything in April, and so the stock market has plenty of room to move before the next Fed rate hike or pause. And everybody's betting on a pause. Everybody's betting on a pause in the stock market. Ethereum's just still lagging behind. It's not taking off like Bitcoin is, but it's still in this bull flag. Right? Bitcoin breaks higher, Ethereum's going to follow. You're looking at $2,000 Ethereum on a pullback. You could see 1,400. Bitcoin dominance is still pushing this upper trend line. Right? You haven't reversed yet. You want altcoins to take off. This thing has to reverse, and it happens quickly. Yesterday's video told you Mask, very good technical setup. So look at Mask zoomed in. You had the bull pennant yesterday. It had started to break out, came back down here, retested. If you buy retest, you will have a higher win rate than you know what to do with. Because this thing retested and took off 18% profits out of Mask given yesterday. In less than 24 hours, 18%. Banger. Now, you got a bull flag working. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.